Handy that low load. Good on there, doesn't it? So the trench now is full of water. James is just loading one of the buckets now. Got Nick's Volvo, Hyundai digger there. Andrew's loading some pipe. We've got the 1455 on the stone trailer. Sam's taking that up. It's a beast. Still got the lights on from Christmas though. Need to take them off. Bit of a right hand indicator issue, so they're just sorting that now because the bulb's on actually. It's not too bad a job. That was flashing really dim. Sprayed a little bit of that on the plug. Now it's brighter. That's what we like. Easy fixes. Wood chip on its way out. Drainer on its way out. Stone trailer on its way out. Digger on its way out. Looks like it could be a productive day, but anything can happen. Handy that low loader being longer than the other one because we've got loads of pipe on the front of it as well. Little bit more aid arriving, and then I think there's 20 trucks leaving the Wrexham depot tomorrow in convoy. The big boxes I got from Costco the other day with these. So they are log burny stove things with grills in. And because they've got a high chimney, when you sat round them you can keep warm, but the smoke goes over your head and you don't smell the smoke. So I think they're pretty good. So they're for up at the holiday let. Charlotte's mum and dad have one last year and it was really good, so I decided that we needed one, but they were out of stock. Anyway, they're back in stock now from Costco. They're about 250 quid plus that. Just moved Rob's Maxim out so we can get the 7710 out from behind it. Everything's all blocked in because the other shed's obviously full of aid. ITV are here doing some filming and they want a tractor in a field, but it's too windy to do anything other than draining, and the draining's sort of like 40 minutes away from where we are now. So we're going to put the 7710 on the fertiliser spreader to mock up something for the news. The 7710 with the fertiliser spreader on the back. It's far too windy to do anything, but like I said, we're just going to mock something up now. And now the fast track's just arrived back. I could have put it on that rather than moving everything, but typical. It does look good on there, doesn't it? So they're over there filming with a drone and I'm just going up and down the tram lines. That is why you shouldn't believe everything you see on TV, because most of the time it's been mocked up. Unfortunately, I'm in a field with a tram line mistake and a bit of a miss from the drill, so it's going to look rubbish. And it's not even had its fertilised this field yet because the flood has only just gone. I'll flick it round. The flood has died away, as has the wheat underneath it. We've now just got sort of a 4 or 5 acre muddy mess with stale soil. Keep thinking spring's on the way, but it's going to be 3 degrees again next week. In the daytime a little bit warmer, but it's really windy today, so that's why we're not actually spreading fertiliser, because we could have done now that flood's gone. Don't forget, if you're not got a hat, there's a few left, not many. I don't think I'll get any more after this batch because I don't want to have boxes and boxes of hats sat over till next winter. But if you want one, there's a link below here. Such a muddy mess that now. Lots of people say, will I get compensated for it? Well, we've never managed to in the past. It's just one of them things, and it's only floods because it's sunk from the mining subsidence. And then the coal board then paid the Mersey Weaver River Authority to pump it and look after it in perpetuity. They then turn into the National Rivers Authority, that then turn into the Environment Agency, and they now don't do their job, so we have this flood. But like I say, we've got a plan to sort of fix it, but it's just getting it to come to fruition because it's a lot of boxes to tick, and it doesn't fit in a box either for sort of policy-wise as well with planners and the Environment Agency. It's so bespoke, because it's basically electric pumping water lower than the riverbed level, so it needs a bit of working out and some of a bit of common sense, but unfortunately that doesn't seem to be around in the planning authorities and the Environment Agency at the moment. It's beautifully simple, this tractor. Forwards and reverse on the first lever and park. 1, 2, 3, 4, no clutch on the middle lever, and A to E on that range lever. It's just such a joy to drive and simple. Saying that, the ones with vario transmissions like the Fast Track and the Fendt, you just click it in forwards over here on this side, put your foot down and it just goes. That's kind of simple as well. Professionals here, he's got ITV on his camera. It's going out tonight if you want to watch it. Oh look, I'm on a Merlot and it's got no fuel in. Just going to load a wheat on T&J. Looks like we've got plenty of depth there to go through this wet hole. All the way from over there. So we're going to have to go a little bit. See my sand there, actually. That's probably why it's bubbling up. Go a bit further there and stone it up as fast as we can behind, so it doesn't block up and the pipe float from this flood. Sam's on the 1455, loving it. Sounds a beast. Stoning up. The problem we got is the stone trailer kicks out the same side that we want the laser, so we need to move the laser to the other side of the drainer, and then Sam can run down here, stone it up right behind him. Something we didn't really think about the other day. We need to get the stone right on top of the pipe because it'll start to float once the water starts to come. We've realised that we can still get the laser to read the other side of the trench, and we can get the 1455 this side going forwards into the flood, so we can keep right up behind it, stoning up so it doesn't float. So I'm going to turn the laser off now, move it across, and then reset it with an angle, a gradient. Keep going! Andrew said, how far into the flood should I go? I said, just keep going till you get stuck. Sam's never done this before, so he's just learning. It's getting quite deep in the front there now. Hopefully though by Monday this water will be gone. Hopefully the wind's not blowing on the microphone now. We might have to redo this end bit once the water's gone, but at least we'll get rid of the water. Andrew's just going to go as far as he can. You can't go within 100 foot of them posts over there though, because that's where the petrol pipeline is. Hopefully now it's just washing the pipe in with all the silt, and it's at least at the bottom of the hole. But we can redo it. The toolbox is clearly filling up with water now. Extreme drainage. That's mental, it's just keeping going. Got your wellies on, Sam? Just run in there and cut that pipe off. No one wants to go in and cut the pipe, so we're just going to have to let him run all the way through again. We've actually run out of... we can't get shallow enough now, it's deeper than we thought. We thought it was only 2 foot deep, but it's not, it's about... Is it on the PTO? You'll just have to lift up now. No, on the link arms and drive out. And then we'll have to cut the pipe at the other side. No one's got any waders. All the water's now coming back out the toolbox. Hopefully you can just keep driving straight out and the pipe will unravel. And then once it's at the other side, we can cut it off and then sort this out later when the water's gone. James has just gone to the pond to see if it's coming out the other end, but I bet you it'll take 20 minutes to get down there. It's funny stuff water. It looks like it flows fast, but it's a fair way down that field. I hope it's not too windy and you can hear me, but he's just driving out slowly now and letting the pipe unravel. But it's knotting a little bit because it doesn't like, it's got a bit of a knot and we can't pull it out. Some of them unravel perfectly and some of them just sort of stick a little bit. Oh, it's going now. HMS 936. So the trench now is full of water. Luckily we've got the stone on top, otherwise the pipe would float. And like I say, it'll be running out there in a bit. I'm going to walk down and see. Andrew's made it to the other side now. And the pipe's just stretched out across. We'll cut that off and re-sort that out next week when the water's gone, hopefully. There's the last bit of pipe just tailing out. This is why we use a laser level, because there's a hump here, but this bit of field is actually lower than the top of that water. So it's flowing along, coming out here, and then going back in again, and then into the pond. You can see the soil settling in the trench. The water flows underneath. I'm at the ditch now, sort of 12 minutes later. It's only just started to flow. Well, pond, sorry. It's just coming through now. But give it another 10 minutes and it'll probably be running like full bore. It's a bit hard to see because it's coming out through all the stone bed, but it's running pretty flat out now. That'll be running full bore, that pipe. James put this stick at the edge of the flood, so 30 minutes later it's already gone to there. So we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. Throw a black Fendt to a 939 in green. Come for chip. Rob's been nibbling this end of the pile now, working his way into it. Getting a nice pile of chips together, now it's running. Chipper's over there running, it's just a little bit noisy birthday bumper today, but there you go. Happy birthday everyone, if it's not your birthday. Sorry, if you're not on there and it's your birthday, happy birthday. Sam wants a pull off between that and Robin's Maxim. Which you think will pull the best? Leave a comment below. See what you think. Robin thinks it's the Maxim. Sam thinks it's his 7610. A little bit of a quiz question as well. What are them augers for? On the side of the drainer. If you think you know, leave a comment below. That is all for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Early video today because it started raining, so I got in editing early. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. And there's a guest outro.